Today is 1058 dating. I'm Sheila to learn. I'm learning how to support your dreams, your goals, and allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I'll speak about a very interesting topic. I think about gold mine. What is the gold mine? And I say that you really find a gold mine and you potentially could really stay there and really benefit out of the gold mine, but for some reason we might leave that gold mine and look for something better. And what are the reasons that we potentially could leave a gold mine? What are those reasons? And today we'll really discuss potentially what are some reasons that potentially we could really leave that gold mine and looking for something better. Maybe greener grass, maybe something else. Because of course, probably you've heard saying that the grass is greener where you water it. But at the same time, even the gold mine could be something that we're not supposed to stay there and we're supposed to go outside and look for something better. So number one, what are the reason that we potentially could go for something better is lack of fulfillment. Lack of fulfillment. Of course, I think that's even though that we have external success and that gold might be that external success, external validation, but we have lack of fulfillment. I have heard so many stories, especially with actors as well. Like he had the best career. He could be the best actor of all. He was making a lot of money, and at the peak of his career, I forgot his last name, but at the peak of his career, he said that I'm leaving my career because the biggest fulfillment is for me is coming from being the best dad ever. So it means that he left the gold mine and looking for something better because for him the better was being the best father. This is ambition. This is mass ambition. For him, ambition was and fulfillment was being the best dad. So that means, is it valid to leave the gold mine? For sure it's valid. For sure it's valid. So that means sometimes you're not supposed to feel sad about leaving the gold mine because we're looking for some fulfillment. And fulfillment could be a reasonable thing to really move to something better. Number two is fear of comfort and complacency. Fear of comfort and complacency. That means that it might be that we have a gold mine and we're mining that gold mine for a while. We're mining and mining and mining, and at some point, that gold mine could become our work, our comfort zone, our complacency, our mediocrity. So at some time, be able to ask ourselves, is this gold mine is actually growing me? If I'm able to become better, stronger as an individual, develop my communication skills, my leadership skills, my develop my character, a lot of different things we can really look into that. Because what really allows you to grow, improve, and challenge you at some point could become just comfort zone. And at that moment, of course, you can say, like, I'm leaving this gold mine. I'm looking for something better. I'm leaving this gold mine because I know that I could become something better, something stronger, something more meaningful in my life. And maybe I have success, but now I need significance. And that's again how we're able to really look into comfort and complacency, the gold mine, and looking for something better. Number three is blind to their own opportunities. I think that a lot of times when we look into the gold mine, and again, we are looking at the gold mine, and if what could be a gold mine, and when we think about gold mine, it could be that we achieving 7 of 10 of our true potential. And for us, it could be that this is our gold. But sometimes I think that we could really stop realizing that we are able of more. And it's again this part with complacency and comfort. Sometimes we don't realize, and staying in that gold mine could lead to missed opportunities of not just gold, but maybe diamonds of mine of diamonds, mines of significance, mines of something that really could bring even more joy, more everything. Now we understand that we need to have all this mines that we are already complete. We have everything what we need to be content, to have inner peace, but we still are able to get more, not for just our own reasons, but for other people, because at some point we want to have more for other people, more success for other people. But again, this just creates more joy without creating any kind of stress. Number four is the pursuit of purpose over wealth. The pursuit of purpose over wealth. And this is a beautiful thing. I love the saying that when you taste significance, when you taste significance, money will never fulfill you. And exactly what it is when you have a gold mine on richness and you're making a lot of money, but you say, I'm moving to something different. I'm moving to something better. And that's where it comes. We're moving from success to significance. That means that you're moving from really trying to become the best and the most rich person in the neighborhood. You're going to, I want to be the most impactful person. I want to be the person who impacts the most lives, the person who makes a lot of difference in other people's lives. So the really the purpose is the key. So it means that you're looking not in the wealth, but in the purpose. Now we understand that the more wealth you have, the more purpose and meaning you can potentially create, and because you're able to execute on the purpose. Because if you're not having any money whatsoever, you're not able to focus on your purpose, because all you do 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week is trying to make money and trying to make wealth. So wealth is a great resource to really make your purpose happen. Number five is desire for new experiences. And this is legit reason to leave gold mine. So we have a gold mine, and at some point said again, something is missing, and I want new experiences. I want to do something that I've never done before. Because if you stayed in that gold mine for a long time, for 10 years, it might be that you said, okay, there's something missing in my life, and that what missing piece could be adventure, exploration, being curious, finding new ways of doing things, and maybe find a new gold mine. Maybe able to really look at how you're able to execute on this gold mine, but leaving its gold mine. Maybe able to find other people who can execute on that gold mine, but really moving to something else and really explore. And that's the key to success as well. Really being able to look for new experience, and that's when you're able to say, I have a gold mine, but I want to look for something different. Number six is misguided perception of better. Misguided perception of better. And this again sometimes could be that we leave that gold mine for bad reasons as well. So that means we can really have misguided reasons what that better is. That as a beginning I said that the grass is greener where you water it. And sometimes we see that's what we're looking for, is that there is much better. And that is like that have that fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. So that means we already have gold in our hands. But when we look into other people on social media, on everywhere around, and there's people who do even better than us. They have different careers, different paths, different businesses, different, like whatever they have, but it seems that they have more lucrative. And that's what it looks like. A lot of times when we compare, because in that 1,000 step, on 100 steps in our own gold mine, it seems that they're doing much better. And sometimes we want to go to other direction. And when you go to that direction, sometimes feel that what we had was much better. So we need to understand that perception of better, where it's coming from. Because if we compare ourselves to others, that's misguided. But if you're looking for purpose and fulfillment, that means that better, it might be that something else is better. Because if you do not have in that goal mine fulfillment, if you don't have the purpose, maybe it's good to move better. But if you move to something else because you compare yourself to others, that's probably not good reason to look and leave your gold mine. Number 7 is fear of success. It might be that you call it gold mine, but gold mine is in mediocrity level. But you are afraid of success, so you are not looking for a bigger gold mine. It might be that your gold mine is a small gold mine, and as you call it, average success. You have a job, you make enough money, you survive, and maybe you settle down for that. Because you're afraid to take risks. You're afraid to move to something else. Because if you want to really move to another gold mine, that means that you'll need to make a transition. You're not able to be moving from one gold mine to another. Just there is not like one block away. It might be that one gold mine from another will be hundreds, 1,000 miles away. So that means there'll be a big trip to the other gold mine. So let's say that if you used to be an employee, now you want to be a business owner, It might be that it will take years until you will find and execute and will be able to start mining it at another gold mine. And fear of success it's again this fear of failure and fear of success. What happens if I do succeed? What happens then? Will I be able to manage all that gold? Again, this is an interesting question that we need to ask ourselves. Number 8 is need for independence and self-discovery. Need for independence and self-discovery. I think this is again from employment side, that when we work employment, and we can say like this is a gold position. I'm working as executive position. I have leadership position. I have my office. I have everything in place. But I don't have independence because there is someone who is making decisions for me, and I just delegate other things. And it's being able to be in control, have self-employed or business or an investor, and you want that independence. You want self-discovery because sometimes we do not have full potential of self-discovery when we are aligning our goals with company's goals. But when you really go after self-discovery, sometimes, okay, what do I really want to achieve? What kind of association do I want? What kind of legacy I want to have? What kind of person I want to become? What kind of habits you want to have? What kind of passions you want to have? Like there's so many things that you're able to discover and reflect about yourselves. And then say, what kind of path do I need to take? What kind of goal am I need to find to really achieve that? Because a lot of times we really go after the gold mine without understanding what kind of gold mine we need to find in the first place. Because we choose the path, like we choose a path without understanding where that leads to. Sometimes we choose a path because the closest path, because closest path is just choosing any kind of job. So sometimes we need to really go off-road. We need to go off-road for a while until we find the path. I mean, it's supposed to be not a priority to go off-road. And then sometimes it's dangerous. You can get lost. So you're going in the forest, directly in the forest, and looking for the path. And those paths most times is less walked, but those paths most times lead the most success and most fulfillment, the most significance. But are you willing to go through uncharted territory where no one have tried before? And maybe there is people who have tried, but now we need to ask and look around who potentially went for the exactly same area. And I think that a lot of times, I love the analogies that then sometimes people who went ahead of you and they are already in the forest, they could potentially be able to shout, this is direction, go this direction, go this direction, and you will find this path in this forest. And be able to be beside the forest or go inside. And I think that this is very, very important because we will have self-discovery in the struggle. Number 9 is quest for long-term fulfillment over immediate gratification. And this is a beautiful thing. I think that a lot of times we have that microwave mentality. So what I mean by that is that we really expect fast results. So we put effort, we expect immediate results. We put effort, we expect immediate results. And I think that when we have that kind of mindset, it's very hard to really achieve a long-term success. Because what leads to long-term success is building a massive foundation. And foundation is what is very interesting for me is that when you build foundation, nobody cares. Nobody comes and look, oh, such a beautiful foundation. Who speaks about that? Who really comes to look into the building foundation? Nobody looks. But when you see a massive house built, everyone sees, oh, wow, that's amazing. And exactly the same thing that is in gold mine, in building a gold mine for yourself. Sometimes we need to really understand that we need to really go and search and dig and really build that yourself, the skill sets. And sometimes that gold mine is much, much deeper. So that means that when you think about really start digging and those small piles of gold could be very, very close to the ground, very, very close to life. So you start digging and you find the gold and you stay there. But when you really want to find a massive gold mine, those massive gold mines sometimes are hiding under the deep ground. So that means you need to dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and dig. And at some point, you find something that gold. I think that's we always need to find, okay, what is that true fulfillment? Because I think that true fulfillment comes from work that's where you do not get results, but you're still fulfilled of doing it. So that means that people who will survive will be consistent enough, who really actually enjoy the process. Because if you enjoy the process, how are you supposed to quit on the things that you enjoy? So being able to really love the process is key to success. That's why even Steve Jobs says that it's when you choose your goal, when you choose your fulfillment, when you really start to dig for that, you need to love, because otherwise you can be crazy to not to quit. That's the way. We need to understand that immediate gratification is it's one of the biggest killers of success. Number 10 and last one that I want to mention is that inner restlessness or calling. Restlessness. So that means that you really do the job and a great job, like everything is great, but you don't feel energized. And there is a calling. I love the word calling because a lot of times we have stability, but stability is not something that we are looking for. Stability is not what we're looking for. And when we understand that, sometimes we understand, okay, this is what we need to do. We need to really go and find something new versus look from goal mine, something more meaningful. And sometimes meaningful is that calling. What is the calling for you, specifically for you? What do you want to achieve? What is that something that you work so hard for and you feel super tired? I think that's exactly what's calling is when you're able to work very hard. You feel super tired, devastated, but you have a smile in your face because you knew that's exactly what you needed to do that day. That's a beautiful feeling when you know that you're extraordinarily tired, devastated, frustrated. You didn't get any results, but you have a smile on your face because you know that you did your best regarding your calling. So hopefully you have something in your life where you're able to do with all your heart. Don't get any results, but feel happy because you know that you're on the right path, on the right goal. So hopefully you reflect as well. What is your goal? Maybe you need to leave your goal behind and really move to find something else. Well, maybe that goal that you have right now is not goal. Maybe that's just rocks. Because sometimes we can really see rocks as gold. And sometimes misconception of what is gold is really stopping us from really actually going and pursuing some kind of goal. So I hope that will allow you to reflect and really choose the goal that you're supposed to pursue. So I hope you choose something and see you tomorrow.